all about Georgian cuisine. First on the menu, we'll make khachapuri, khinkali, and a flavorful walnut roll. Enjoy! For Imeruli Khachapuri, we begin with the dough. In a bowl, combine a cup of Greek yogurt, an egg, half a teaspoon of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. Gradually add a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, working it into a shaggy dough. Add 2 tablespoons of avocado oil and knead until the dough becomes smooth and supple. Cover and allow it to rest for 20 minutes to relax the gluten. While the dough rests, we'll make the filling. In a separate bowl, combine equal parts crumbled feta and grated salguni, 250 grams of each. If salguni is not available, mozzarella is a worthy stand-in. Personally, I like to do salguni, mozzarella, and feta. Then add in 1 egg and combine. Divide the dough and the cheese filling into 5 equal portions. Lightly flour work surface. Take a portion of the dough, flatten it into a small disc. Place the cheese in the center and cinch the edges. Seal and then flip. Continue to flatten and roll out the dough until it forms a disc approximately 8 inches in diameter. Now we'll heat a skillet over medium heat, add a drizzle of avocado oil, place the khachapuri seam side down and cook for 2 to 4 minutes. We'll flip, add butter, and continue to cook for an additional 2 to 4 minutes or until cooked through and golden. When it's done, we'll add more butter. Imeruli Khachapuri is rustic, humble, and deeply satisfying. There are many types of khachapuri, but this one is a great start if you're new to bread making or as an introduction to Georgian cuisine. Let's make Georgian Khinkali, traditional dumplings that have a beautiful pleated design and a juicy, flavorful filling. Begin by preparing the dough. Mix 4 cups of all-purpose flour with a teaspoon of salt. Add a tablespoon of avocado oil and just over a cup of cold water. Stir until the mixture is shaggy, then knead it, either by hand or with a dough hook, until it's smooth and elastic. Cover and let it rest. For the filling, mix half a pound of ground beef and ground pork, both preferably high in fat for a juicier result, and gradually work in 3/4 of a cup of cold water. Let the filling rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're ready to roll out the dough. Spoon some filling in the center of each round and start pleating the edges, overlapping the folds until you form a pouch, ideally with 19 pleats. Pinch and twist the top to seal, leaving a little room inside for the broth to expand while cooking. Bring a large pot of water to boil, then add salt, drop in the khinkali, and cook for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Remove with a slotted spoon and serve with butter. To eat them the traditional way, hold them by the top knot, take a small bite, slurp out the broth, and continue eating down, leaving the knot behind. Now we'll make Georgian Eggplant Walnut Rolls. This is a classic dish where thin slices of fried eggplant are rolled around a creamy, spiced walnut filling. Rich, aromatic, and full of character. Start by making the spice blend. Ground fenugreek powder is what gives this dish the quintessential flavor. Now we'll prep the eggplant. Slice 3 medium eggplants lengthwise. Heat a cast iron over medium-high heat with avocado oil and fry the slices on both sides until golden and tender. We'll allow them to cool and start on the filling. For the walnut filling, dry roast 1.5 cups of walnuts. Stir in 2 minced garlic cloves with the spice blend, ground coriander, white wine vinegar, walnut oil. Season with salt and pepper to taste, and what we'll do is gradually add hot water, mixing until it's smooth and spreadable. To assemble, we'll take a slice of eggplant, spread a thin layer of the walnut mixture across the surface, and roll it up gently. We'll then repeat with the rest. We can serve it at room temperature or chilled, and they're nutty, they're earthy, they're full of bold Georgian flavor. Top with chopped herbs and lemon.